Hey, good afternoon.
Here we are without Jay again. Apparently, so I was gone this weekend, just back today from Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
But it rained a lot, right? So I guess his kid had baseball tournament or something.
Family
They got-
commitments.
Yeah, they got canceled, and they're going to try and pack in an entire tournament in one day.
So glad my kids didn't play baseball.
I'm glad I don't have kids.
Even better. Because there's more money for all this shit back here.
Yee, fun times.
That's right. Well, so Jay, we miss you as always, but the show must go on.
That's
Thin
right.
Blue Whiskey is here for our adoring fans.
And to this point, the show must go on, and this means that Jimmy sometimes drinks things that Jimmy
see.
doesn't normally like.
This is
So we're gonna see.
This is a Jay film shoot 100%.
Yeah.
He would love this idea.
This one
but-
he would definitely like, but that being the double oaked variant of different things.
Yeah.
Now I will say I had never ever had Pursuit United double oaked. I see the TikToks, I see the YouTube videos from other creators. This Pursuit United double oaked for the last year, 2 years has been, upper echelon of highly reviewed double oak products.
Okay.
It comes in at 108 proof. It is a blend of rye and wheated bourbon. It's
I know
wheated bourbon.
that's probably where I'm going to get looped back in, and now you're going to make me like this stuff.
Now
I always play the victim. Like, I like this stuff anyway.
It's distilled in Kentucky, Tennessee, and New York.
We'll let the third one slide.
Blended and bottled by Pursuit Spirits, Louisville, Kentucky. This is a single barrel store pick selected by our good friends at Bubbles Wine and Spirits. And I say good friends. They don't know me. I spent a truckload of money there this weekend.
We're kind of hoping to maybe get in on the ground floor of being, associates with them.
I think I have purchased most of their recent store picks since my sister doesn't live too far from them.
That's a handy.
So it is a very great store for me to go to, and I have started spending a significant amount of money there when I go to Kansas City.
They have good stuff. You have to cap, like a lot of these that you find, and you guys know how store picks works. I mean, it's a limited time deal.
Yeah.
You might not see that again for a year or ever.
Well, funny you say that, because I've never seen just their regular batched product. It is so hard to find.
Okay.
And now they did the single barrel store pick, and I thought, they just released this past week.
The timing was perfect for this one to come in.
And I was like, oh, I'm going to be in Kansas City this
Yep.
weekend.
See?
I am going. All I can say is I wish I would have bought 2 of that. For me personally. We'll see what you think.
We can swing through next time we're going through Missouri and try to find you some.
Yeah. Which is coming up.
Yep.
Oh, Mike and Jim going to have some content coming up.
We are taking this on the road. We're going to the mothership. We're going to Kentucky.
Now, I saw some pictures today of Buffalo Trace. It doesn't look
bloody.
good.
So hearts are out to all of those folks out there.
It looks bad. It looks really bad. I hope that we haven't seen that much rain here in Kansas in, I don't know, since flood of 2007.
I think so. We sound like a couple old farmers sitting on the fence. Yeah, we got 1,800 last night. But no, if you guys follow, weather patterns and whiskey, man, it doesn't look good. So we're sending the cavalry from Kansas to help you all out. So what do we got ourselves into here?
Let's just see what we think.
Okay.
So normally, again, I think your double oaked experience.
Woodford was
double oaked.
Shelf stuff, nothing fancy. And I like it, but boy, it's tough for me. It's like a chewable. Like if you like beer, but Guinness is too far of a stretch, this is kind of the same parallel in
that's a really good comparison, actually.
But as I get older and more influenced by my friends,
I dig Guinness. I used to hate it.
I used to hate it too, and now I'm like, you know what, this ain't bad.
Yeah.
Okay, well maybe as we get older.
Let's see, because we kind of talked in the Heaven Hill Bottle and Bond video that Bubbles knows what they're doing with
their picks are pretty solid.
Let's see if they know what they were doing with this pick.
I'll be sampling this out of one of our latest releases, the Black Glencairn, the I Make Poor Decisions.
We do have it in blue as well. We do have it in clear as well.
We got options.
Yeah.
Hit him up. He's the guy. He's the all-in-one sales shipping department. He handles it all.
The link will be in the description of the video, the email address. Just shoot us an email. We'll get you something sent out right away.
God, that is...
Okay, that is...
This is one of those that I wish I could have
coffee
a
and
car air
butterscotch.
freshener. Yep, I was getting all the sugary treats that Grandma used to have in her pocket.
God, you say that. And you know what?
I'm triggering some memories. I feel like you guys all know. You had that weird grandma that always had candy in her pocket.
It almost kind of the little root beer barrel, the hard candies.
You grew up poor too, huh?
Oh, I loved those candies, dude.
Yeah, I know.
They were good.
We didn't know how good we had it. Kids nowadays, you got all kinds of options. We had whatever was available.
We got get the hell outside and go play.
That's right.
And leave me alone.
Get Grandma a pack of smokes and go outside. So this is conjuring up that memory.
Yeah. Friday, the movie Friday. Hey, this ain't enough. What is this? Make it enough.
This has a beautiful.
Oh, this might be one of the best noses. On a double oak that I've ever smelled, and I've got a double oaked Peerless, which would be a fun comparison.
That looks like a root beer bottle. Just thinking about it.
It does. The double oaked rye, also from Peerless. I mean, so I'm a big double oaked fan.
You are.
But yeah, loads of just dark sweetness.
So we had this conversation kind of prior to filming, but I love the nose on a double oaked, and this one does not disappoint. Immediately though, on the tongue it's great, but it's the finish, the back of the throat where I kind of lose. This is where double oaked and I kind of part ways because it's.
Okay, now we did try this in the garage like 20 minutes ago.
We had a sampling of it in a non-Glencairn glass. This is better.
This is better.
This is better.
We're
not just trying to sell you these damn glasses.
It was a fresh crack 30 minutes ago.
Yep.
The note that I know that you don't typically gravitate to, that you don't like in the double oak, is getting less.
It's lessened, yeah. Okay.
And this is very rich flavor. The front of the palate is like dark molasses. There is oak there for sure.
But boy, it has got better. And again, for those of you that actually kind of follow, and I'm not a huge double oak guy because it just is maybe too much for me. I'm not there yet. But this has improved with a little bit of, fresh air time.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe a little bit of a coffee.
You guys should get some of these.
Like a little bit of coffee. The bitterness.
Maybe so.
The bitterness of a black coffee or an espresso.
I think that's a good parallel.
Is maybe kind of where that disconnect for you. It almost makes me think for you, you want it, what you smell and what you taste on the front of the palate, you want it to continue. Yep. This throws a curveball.
This does kind of do
and maybe it throws your brain for like a little bit of a loop to where it shouldn't do that.
No, it should taste like it smells. There's a big departure in that. There's a disconnect there somewhere, which I know you really dig, and probably guys with more
I think that's what
mature palates do.
You get in the double oak twos, but
it hits you once and then it hits you again with something a little bit different. However, having said all of this, and again, my double oaked journey is fairly narrow, but this is one of the better ones.
Man, that's good.
Yep.
Jay,
you would eat this shit up. You would love this one.
I'm gonna double down on that coffee espresso note. It's dark molasses. It reminds me of? Cuban coffee. Have you ever had a Cuban coffee?
I have.
In the little cups.
Yep.
The little brown sugar, high, just punch in the face with caffeine.
And ironically, I love that stuff.
Oh. It kind of reminds me a little bit of a Cuban coffee. A little bit of bitterness, a lot of sweetness.
I think
this has the oak that a Cuban coffee doesn't have, but
you're onto something there. But again, the flavor profile, I mean the journey that you take from the nose to the finish, it's got better. So, open it up, let it breathe for a while you surf our other videos and like and subscribe. See what I did there?
Yes.
Then have you a rip of that, and I think you will have a good day of it.
Yeah.
Availability might be an issue. You know, you just found this, like it literally just hit the stores.
Yeah, there's no doubt in my mind that this is going to be very difficult for a lot of people to find.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, well, I mean, if the single barrel picks are starting to come around, maybe people are going to start seeing this as a single barrel pick, which
That would be kind of cool.
that'd be kind of cool.
I'd love to get it.
If your store
locally.
knows how to do the picks. And again,
Yep.
I have proven that Bubbles knows what they're doing in the picks. So I have no problem buying every single one of their store picks and taking a chance on them.
So the closing comment I will say is, we teased it earlier. We're going to go to Kentucky here in a couple of weeks. We're doing this whole, pilgrimage thing. If you know of any good stores along the I-70 corridor, let us know, because it would be kind of cool maybe to just do some pop-ins on our travels. I saw one on TikTok the other day where one of the stores in Louisville is doing like an Easter egg hunt raffle. We're going to try to hit those guys and, see what we can come away with. So it should be cool.
Yeah, I love it.
That's your jam. You should have bought more of those. We're going to have to stop. I already know we're going to detour on our way to Kentucky.
No, I'm just saying I can't wait for the trip.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was mainly talking about. But, yeah, if this is a good one.
I like it.
If you like double oak variants, you would absolutely love the
This
Pursuit.
is a premium cut of a double oak for sure.
I
that's coming
can't
from me.
compare it to their regular batched release.
We don't have one.
I don't have one. But I don't even remember what the price was. It was 65.
You were so enamored
70?
because they had a bunch of neat stuff. It's like
wasn't
literally a kid in
crazy.
a candy store.
Check out the description. I'll post the price in it in there. I have the picture in my phone.
You would have thought if it was higher than that, it would have stood out.
It's not that bad. So
it might even make its way onto my shelf if I can find one. It's going to sit on there for a lot of years, but I might just need to have one anyway.
I mean, the label's pretty. That
it is
white
cool.
and that kind of that copper color.
It's got a good
black and copper and white. It looks good.
All right, you heard it here first.
Yep. Hey, we'll see you next time right here at Thin Blue Whiskey.